It's 5:35 on this Monday. Phoenix Pride kicks off this weekend, and as we celebrate and honor the LGBTQ plus community here in the Valley, we wanted to highlight an important part of this community. Drag queens have long been a part of LGBTQ plus history, taking part in key moments like Stonewall, paving the way for immense change in the fight for equality, and at times standing in the line of fire while being beacons of light. Their contributions, their artistry, and who they are remain under attack. So new this morning, here's part one of my series with Valley drag queens. I want to thank you both for doing this. Our candid conversation began here at Fez, a gay-owned restaurant in Phoenix. We brought in Richard Stevens.
Hello! It's Barbara Savell.
With well over 2 decades performing as a drag queen. And Esteban Loro, a.k.a. Lua Lure, on the scene in just a few years. She's already seen success as the reigning Miss Gay Phoenix America. How would you each define drag? What is drag?
It's sort of like you tuned to an 11. It can run the gamut from a suit and a tie, to make you feel empowered and go face the world and to demand respect, to a beaded dress and a feather boa.
Drag is wearing not a suit of armor, but who you are genuinely and who you want to express yourself to be.
I left it up to each person to decide what they wanted to wear today. And as I found out, it had very little to do with the actual clothes.
I'm someone's brother. I'm someone's uncle. I'm someone's son. When somebody tries to demonize me, I want them to realize that that's someone's son, that's someone's neighbor, that could be someone's teacher. I want people to see the humanity and the human behind what I do.
I'm being my authentic self, being a drag queen and portraying who I want to express. Whether you be a male, female, whatever you are, you could be whatever you want and look glamorous at it. So that's what I chose.
Is drag an escape from the real world? Or, to your point, is it just amplifying who you really are on the inside?
I think any art gives you permission to express yourself in a way that maybe you can't day to day. People who write, people who paint. It's still people, it's still expression, it's still art. And I think that's the truth. And where people are most entertained by drag is where there's truth and there's sort of honesty and vulnerability.
Once relegated to bars, nightclubs, and pride parades, drag has gone mainstream in ways we haven't seen before.
Drag is creating jobs in a lot of ways.
Although the exact impact of dragonomics is unknown, one thing is clear: it's becoming big business.
I could clone myself and still work full time.
You're that busy.
There are that many gigs that I can't get to. There are probably 7 or 8 drag brunches a week now, and those are people who wouldn't be working that Sunday morning. Those are people in the kitchen that wouldn't be working. Those are busboys that wouldn't be working. Those are bartenders. Those are security people. And
those aren't the only ones in the mix. Stylists, designers, photographers, DJs, makeup artists, all benefiting from the dragonomic surge we've been seeing. But as I found out, it goes beyond dollars and cents, especially as we see more drag brunches and other events pop up at traditionally straight venues.
Being a part of the brunches that are not queer or gay based, just seeing how they're as accepting as the people that you are comfortable with, it's enlightened me to not think everyone is so anti, us, or everyone has an agenda to target. Just more so wow, there are people that are more open-minded.
But not everyone feels that way. As more people embrace the art of drag, there are more and more political attacks being waged against this community. So coming up tomorrow on ABC15 Mornings, we're taking a deep dive into laws trying to restrict drag performances and how drag queens have become thrust into the middle of a very hot political battle.